There is no legal...
Say that.
Well, this is the problem with trying to come in and get a complaint form. I have to deal with your opinions and subjective attitude, and nobody should have to do that.
I gave you a general description and not a specific, an overall description.
No, I think you're just averting the issue, and I think you're COPSPLAINIng is what you're doing.
How's it going, everybody? Watching the Watchman here, out with Amagansett Press, here in the town of Lakeside, Colorado, which is actually pretty interesting. This is their whole municipal center, and Lakeside is actually the smallest town in Colorado. The entire town is pretty much what you see here. It's, I believe, a third of a square mile. So we're gonna come inside the municipal center here, take a look around and see if they respect our First Amendment right to take video out in a public building. So if you like this video and what we do, make sure you subscribe to my channel and Amagansett Press's channel and hit the like button on this video. And if you want to be notified, I post thumbnails and titles of new videos a day before they come out on YouTube, on my Twitter and Instagram. So my Twitter's @Watchman1A and my Instagram's @WatchingTheWatchman. They'll be on the screen too. And so let's get into it. Here's the Town of Lakeside Municipal Offices sign and Police in Court. Some hours and other signs on the door. We'll take a look at those in a minute. And so the town office here is located in a strip mall type of thing. And over there is a amusement park. Not sure if it's still operating, but pretty old. I think it's from the 1900s. Lakeside police vehicles only, so let's see if there are any back here. Is it just the one car?
Yeah, and it's unmarked.
So one unmarked car back there. That's the employee entrance, I'm sure.
Time and temperature check for you here. Today is Tuesday, January 28th, 2020 at 12:43 in the afternoon. And it is 44 degrees in Lakeside, Colorado. Quick view of the neighborhood here. Let's take a look at the entrance. So this is Police and Court entrance. So this is a notice of a beating, so that's all the signs out here. Also, no firearms or weapons. And I did leave my personal protection device elsewhere today. Ready, Watchman?
Yep.
Any forms anywhere?
No, they have like calendars and stuff over here.
So we have a bad check crime report form. Must be a known issue with bad check writers here in Lakeside, I would imagine. That's the only form they have out on the counter. I was actually hoping not to have to bother any of these fine folks here, but we'll have to ring the bell and see if we can get some assistance. Oh, there we go. Hi, how are you? Good. Can I ask what your name is? Mike, my name's Jason. I was actually out in the lobby looking for a complaint form and a commendation form. Would you have either of those available?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
What do you want? We don't give out commendation forms. I'll give you a complaint.
Oh, you should, but if somebody wants to say what a good job you're doing.
Well, we write it up.
I got you.
You can write a statement.
So if somebody wanted to leave a commendation, they could just write it down and drop it off to you on any piece of paper? Or email, or...
You're not letting me explain.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm listening. Let me make sure I'm paying close attention.
I know, because you're videotaping. I know. So we would give you a statement form, and then we would issue the commendation. We just don't give it out.
Gotcha. Okay, so you would do that on a statement form. Okay, but you do actually have a complaint form. Okay, great. So I'll take one of those if you don't mind.
Which one?
Well, you only have a complaint form.
I have a statement form too.
I'll take one of each. Great, thank you. And just a quick question, because it seems I'm sure you're busy and I'm taking up your time.
No, I'm dealing with you now.
Okay, all right, good. Well, so then I'll take my time. It might be a good idea, just a suggestion, to have these forms out in the lobby, because I see you have like the bad check form out here, and then somebody wouldn't have to knock on the door and ask you for it and go through the motions of that, and maybe they don't even want to speak to somebody.
You're asking me to put a commendation form out there, but maybe it doesn't rise to the level of accommodation, but maybe a notation in there.
Well, what rises to the level of accommodation would be a very subjective thing.
Life-saving thing.
Well, it's a very subjective thing.
Right, so
Right.
we have specific criteria.
You have criteria for accommodation?
Yes.
So if somebody just wants to say something nice and it doesn't meet your...
Then that would not be accommodation. That'd be an attaboy, basically.
Oh, I'm sorry, what did you call it?
An attaboy, good job.
An attaboy, okay.
This person was very happy with the services you provided.
Okay.
But it would not be accommodation. Accommodation is like a service group. Life-saving,
Okay.
okay, that, certain criteria. So you're using terminology that is specific to accommodation.
Well, and I appreciate what you're saying, because this is all new to me. What you're saying is brand new information for me?
I'm trying to tell you the procedures.
Okay.
Mostly proper follow. So if they get like life-saving, if they have an excellent arrest, and solve a big case, that's a different meritorious service source.
Right, well then they would receive a reward or a commendation from the chief or from the mayor or whoever that's from. But I've been in a lot of police departments, and the vast majority, I walk in and ask for a commendation form, they either say, well, you can just write it out, or here's the form. I've never heard of somebody explaining to me that they don't do that, but that's okay, that's different here.
Same as writing out the statement form. I gave you.
Right, okay. And then as far as the complaint form is concerned, why wouldn't you keep one of those out here?
Because we're not open 24 hours.
No, I understand it, but like if I legitimately was interested in making a complaint, I could have just come in right now, looked for the complaint form, grabbed it, and left.
But if you didn't, if you did come in here when we weren't open, then you have to still ask for us.
Well, if I came in here when you weren't open, how would I ask for you anyway? You mean call up
I said you'd have to come in and ask for us.
and you...
And you still couldn't get the complaint form.
Well, let's talk about an actual real situation that's actually happening in the real world. I just walked in looking for a complaint form and there's none here. During hours when you're
The
open.
real world also is that we're not open 24 hours.
But I'm not here 24 hours, I'm here now.
No, but I just got in because I had some...
So are you the person that makes the decision of what forms are available out here?
No,
Okay, so is that person available?
no.
Okay, who is that person?
He's the chief and he's not in.
Okay,
I'm a commander.
okay.
And they, really it's semantics what you're asking.
No, I don't think it's semantics at all. I think it's an extremely important issue.
You're trying to argue with me
No.
over a form.
No, not at all. You're trying to not listen to anything I'm saying and be very closed-minded, not understanding the point I'm making to you, which is a very valid point.
And during these hours of operation, you'd have to come back in the same time.
Okay, let me ask you something. What if somebody was a victim of a crime, okay, I'm just supposing, and they feel like the officer inappropriately handled it, violated their rights, did something that they feel like, and they don't want to come in and have somebody like yourself, a commander in a position of authority, vet their complaint before they're able to submit it, and they just want to grab a form, fill it out, and drop it off. That's the law. So you should facilitate that.
You have a complaint form that I provided to you.
Right.
Okay?
And my question was, why aren't they readily available to the public?
They are readily available. I just gave it to you.
Well, I have to go through you, right?
No, yeah.
And just like you make a determination, just like you admitted to me that you make a determination as far as what a commendation is, you can stand there and make a determination on what my complaint is and decide I don't have a valid complaint.
The complaint can be issued for any reason.
Okay, so can a commendation.
Deemed at that time to be their complaint. The complaint would still have to be submitted to us.
Of course. That complaint could be submitted online.
Notarized.
It could be submitted by mail. It could be submitted by phone. It could be submitted...
Notarized, yes.
It doesn't have to be notarized. That's not true. That's a violation of state law if you make somebody notarize it. It does not have to be notarized. You know it doesn't have to be notarized. See, the other... Now you...
On this form, if you look at it, official, we also have,
There is nothing in the state code that requires me to notarize a complaint form.
we do notarize certain things.
All right, but what I'm saying is there is nothing... You just told me I need to notarize my complaint. There is nothing in
We
state...
do notarize certain things, yes.
But there is no legal...
Say that.
Well, this is the problem with trying to come in and get a complaint form. I have to deal with your opinions and subjective attitude, and nobody should have to do
I
that.
gave you a general description and not a specific, an overall description.
No, I think you're just averting the issue, and I think you're COPSPLAINIng is what you're doing.
Okay.
You are. So I would like to make... So let's just do it the right way then. I'd like to make an appointment with your chief. How do I do that?
Okay. Write it down on a piece of paper, I can meet with you and go from there.
What happens if I can't write? I'm illiterate.
Okay. Then can you
That's an ADA violation if you make me write it down. So can you...
narrate? Can you narrate?
Can I narrate?
Yes.
Of course I can narrate.
Okay.
I'm speaking to you right now, so you know that.
You may call on the phone to do that also.
Okay.
455, that's the phone number.
That's not the chief that just walked back there?
No.
Right behind me? You sure he's not here?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. So what's the deal? So you don't want me to... You don't want to just...
No, I never said that.
I want to make an appointment with your chief.
I said you may call and make that appointment.
Can you give me a business card with a phone number on it that I can call? And I'd like your business card, please.
I'll give you mine. Matter of fact, I have the whole phone. I have my number in there too.
That's excellent. Perfect. Thank you. Before he decides to snatch these back. I don't know what the issue is. I put the phone down.
Your phone number's on there. My extension's 353.
Okay.
His is 301. But just dial that number. You'll have a direct.
Is there a better time to call to speak with somebody? Is there a time that his secretary or assistant or whoever is...
They're out training right now, but
That's why I'm asking if there's a better time, better day.
you may leave a message anytime.
Okay. All right, I'll do that then. And I'm sorry, Mike, what was your badge number?
You don't have that number.
So your identification number.
80. This one's 1301.
1301. Okay, thank you, Mike. You have a good day. Take care.
Alright guys, you saw how that went here at the Lakeside Municipal offices. Mike from the police department
why there were no commendation forms
gave us the witness statement and the complaint form, but Mike was not able to give us really an answer as to why the complaint forms and commendation forms are not available out in the lobby. And he was kind of, I don't want to say frustrated, but he had kind of an attitude. So if you have any thoughts or questions, concerns, any of that, make sure you remain cordial and respectful. If you want to contact them, I'll put their business card or Mike's business card in the video. And that's about it for this one. So if you like this video and what we do, make sure you subscribe to my channel and Amagansett Press's channel on YouTube. And if you want to get notified whenever I'm putting up a new video a day ahead, make sure you follow my Instagram and Twitter. Instagram @WatchingTheWatchman, Twitter @Watchman1A. Basically, it's an issue of being able to just get your complaint or commendation form without having to deal with a desk worker who's gonna, criticize and vet your complaint before it goes anywhere. Watching the Watchman, Amagansett Press.
at your leisure.
Out. See you on the next one, guys.